Well, I'm sure many of you must have come across people who create amazing artworks or something extraordinary from piece of just waste materials. Yes, we all call them creative souls. But let me tell you something which might change your perspective. Creativity is much broader term. Making art is just part of being creative. The most important thing is to make one's life a great work of art. In today's world, it is absolutely impossible to become successful without inculcating creativity in your profession or for that matter in your personal life as well. Whether it is setting up a small business, opening an HR or design agency, creating a new entertainment park for children, or for that matter, opening an online shop. All this requires a lot and lot of creativity, no less than painting a mural, creating a new sculpture, or working on a series of photos. We hear the word creativity a lot and how it's an important part of many facts in life. But few people really take the time to think about what creativity is. The word itself gives us a good clue. The core part of creativity is creation. Creativity is the skill or action of making something new and very valuable. It is as simple as that. Have you ever thought what makes highly creative people different from rest of us? In 1960s, psychologist and creative researcher Frank X. Baron set about finding out the same. Baron conducted a series of experiments on some of his generation's most renowned thinkers in an attempt to isolate the unique spark of creative genius. Baron found that, contrary to conventional thought at that time, intelligence had only a modest role in creative thinking. IQ alone could not explain the creative spark. Instead, the study showed that creativity is informed by a whole host of intellectual, emotional, motivational, and moral characteristics. The common traits that people across all the creative fields seem to have in common were an openness to one's inner life, a preference of complexity and ambiguity, and unusually high tolerance for disorder and disarray. The ability to extract order from chaos, independence, unconventionality, and a willingness to take risk. Of course, the part that people are often most intimidated by is the process of creativity. Many of us are completely lost when we need to come up with new ideas and solutions. We have a hard time being creative. Well, to bridge the gap, you should also be aware of the fact that together with creativity comes a lot of hard work. If only you are devoted to what you do, spend a lot of time polishing your skills, can embrace the routine work, you will succeed. Getting creative is not only about having fun doing something, but actually putting a lot of efforts. Even a great artist wouldn't be able to create a masterpiece if she or he just waited for a muse to come, without mastering the technique and constantly working on making the work better and better. I have always been fascinated by the tension between the individual versus the collective. That is our society. I know we always question ourselves on and on. How much of being yourself is too much? Do we have to live according to our own personal values, or do we have to follow the rules of the society? How far do we go in following those rules? We always misjudge creativity with self-expressions Although in reality, creativity is not just self-expression, and it is not necessarily an art. It is just about finding a pure and independent way with which you will be able to deal effectively with the outside world. Combine your personal experiences with the external information, and at the last, you will have no other choice than to be unique. Friends, now my friend Libby, who will be walking you through the history of creativity and how it came into existence in today's modern society. You will also be amazed to learn how powerful creativity can become. Moving on to Libby.